Is the astrology, is an individual astrology chart a good place to use as a guide to get to know yourself?
Yes, it is, but I would suggest you really need somebody who is a astrologer, an Ori astrologer, Hoary, I think is hourly. That's the ones that I use. There's also Ayurvedic, there's Chinese. So you have to use what's appropriate for you. I use the Western Ori astrologer, and I have somebody that I've known for 30 years who's absolutely wonderful. She knows me, I know her. She knows my chart because your astrology chart, when you look at that from you or another person, you respect that because that is your soul. That's where you've been, and that's who you are. It's your graces from God, and it's what you haven't resolved. And it will literally tell you what can happen at certain times, not what specifically can happen, but the energies around that.
Wow, so it's quite potent.
It's very, very potent, and there's an art to it. And if a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, I'm radioactive with that. I know a lot about it, but I certainly don't know as much as I could. So I depend on other people. But it's fun to look at what your moon is. Your moon is your emotions, and it has to be satisfied. And it will change in different lifetimes, but it's also your past, it's what you come from. And it can tell you a lot about what stops you and what can keep you from starting. It can also tell you about what emotions in this life you depend on and that are good for you. Your ascendant is usually what you look like physically to other people. Well, people will see you as your ascendant if you're really not being yourself. Yourself is your sun sign. There's a lot more to it, and I could go into it, but I think the nodes of the moon are important, your Chiron point, but I'll look at all the icky stuff first because that's just me. But you need help. I would suggest you don't just get a chart done online and read it. It will piss you off. Well, page before it said I'm this, now it says I'm something different. It has to do with who you are in different situations under the influence of that planet. And planets, like people, talk to each other. I like to look at the chart. There are 12 houses in the chart, but there are really only 6. And and there are people that believe that I'm an Aries, my opposite is Libra. So that's kind of one house. Cancer, the opposite is Capricorn. It's kind of like one energy field. But let's just, for shits and grins, let's say there's 12 houses. So you're in a school in this life and you have a schoolhouse that has 12 rooms in it. So you'll go into your homeroom and teachers from the other rooms will come in and teach you. For example, Jupiter will come in and everything's happy and fun and light and, oh, expand and let's travel, let's do this and that. Then here comes Saturn, slams the door, says, sit down, shut up, and you're going to do this if you want it or not. But there are rewards. And here comes Pluto, just disrupting everything. Pluto's Antifa. It's going to throw things up at you. It's going to be a mess. Here comes Cancer, the sign of the mother, saying, I'm going to calm and nurture you. And Capricorn, we're going to learn rules. So that's how I look at it. So these planets come in to your homeroom and they move around the chart. They're always moving and changing. The bigger planets take a lot longer to move than the moon, which is what, a couple days. So it's very complex, and I'm too impatient and awful with numbers to be able to tell you more about it. But please, please find, if you're going to do that path, you find an astrologer that you trust that will explain things to you in a kind way.